Long time no see, everyone. I am so sorry it's taking me so long to upload a video. I feel like it's been a few weeks and I'm just making my comeback now, so like I can't be taking any breaks. I know. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And by that I mean I filmed this video a few times and it just did not work out. But this is part 1 of 2. I have kind of fortunately lucked out where the Delarosa family that I've uploaded 2 videos for them, creating kind of a mini series out of them, just in terms of like their aesthetics and the things they own, whatever. I started out with create a sim of Florence Delarosa, in which I'll have linked in the description, and then the Delarosa family flower shop and food store, and then now I am presenting part 1 of 2 when it comes to furnishing their home. The reason why this is part 1 is because I initially built it thinking it was going to be just all around a speed build before I even built the family flower shop, and then the video files were just nowhere to be found. Then I wanted to do a build with me video, furnish with me when the exterior was already finished, because that's what you're seeing now. But when I went to go film the second part of that, it just was not, the webcam wasn't like connecting in the correct way. So part 1 is actively building or furnishing with me, and then part 2 is going to be a speed build. I also want to mention that this was quite ambitious of me because I am not a quick builder, and honestly editing this was a little bit of a drag. Okay, I'm not fast at all. I am very indecisive, and I kind of run through every option before resorting back to the first option. But you can tell by the length of this video that I clearly edited it down for you. Edited it down for you all to enjoy, so that way it's not hurting your head. It only had to hurt mine. How generous of me as your ruler, you know, selfless acts all around. But without further ado, welcome back, peasants. I am your prince. Enjoy the video. I'm also gonna say that my outfit's different because I filmed it on a different night, duh. So just watch the video, okay? Now that we're in game, the outside of the home, or the exterior that I built for the Delarosa family, again, filmed the whole thing, don't know where it went. I pulled up inspo, obviously. This was a makeshift greenhouse / office. Obviously they own a flower shop, so it's like, the idea of it in my head is like, if you're looking at it like at an architectural level, that's a guest bedroom. And then open dining with living room, then the kitchen, but I just want it to be like homey vibes. And then upstairs, bedroom. Then outside, I thought we could just have some fun outdoor activities, whatever. Let's start by putting some lighting in here so you guys can maybe actually see it. And then let's go into the wallpapers first and maybe just put something that will be a placeholder for now. Maybe we can switch it up eventually, but let's look at the base game actually. Shocking, I never do that, okay. Kind of want to pull this one where the terracotta's the trim. Obviously we don't need to have it in every room, but for now it's a good placeholder to come back to. And then taking this door, because clearly I forgot to put one in this bathroom. I don't know if I wanted it to be, and then we need to have a door for right here. This. Let's actually go with this. When I have the space, I'm gonna put like 2 walls so the door isn't tucked into a corner. Actually, I hate the way that looks. It never looks right to me. So there's one thing I want to include in this house is a lot of tile. I might end up going with the jungle adventure, but no. That's why it takes me so long. Cause like just pick one. But I want to see all options. I want to envision it in the space. Yeah, so this kitchen set just is not gonna do. And what if we went in with the traditional terracotta and then almost as a backup, this more orangey wood? We almost get a green fridge that could match. And if we went in with the cottage living fridge, maybe it pulls in the green more heavier in the way that I kind of anticipated originally. And honestly, let's move the sink. I feel like it only makes sense for the sink to be closer to the fridge than the stove. I don't know why I always think about that, but like, I guess realistically, the house that I live in. Okay, I'm not necessarily going to cover the full window, but I will do a little special placement of them. And then I don't want those going all the way around, only because I kind of just don't want to deal with the claustrophobic feeling of like an L-shaped kitchen. And then we definitely don't need one that matches, but we have the possibility. But then at that point, it almost looks a little bit too outdated. So if we just went in with a normal silver, or not even that, throw in some shelving kind of right here if I can find it. I think these shelves will actually be perfect. It's more about like how lined up should they be, and I think right there is fine. So it looks like they have a little bit of extra storage and it's not completely just cut off right here. I will give them a dishwasher. I'll throw it in with that same cream color that we already have going on. And then obviously every kitchen is gonna need a microwave. So if we put in like a little table, kind of like they cook there, but there will be a seat available. I don't think I've ever actually used this table. Let's filter it to parenthood. Okay, we do two tables in here. I know we're gonna have a formal space over here for entertaining and dining, but this is gonna be more of like a, you kind of dump your things on here. While I have parenthood selected, I do want to put this up, and I want to grab those base game aprons that hang on the wall because I think both of them really do know how to cook. I mean, they own a food store, so I would hope so. Okay, so we're gonna throw in the aprons right here. I think the color of them doesn't necessarily need a match. Sometimes it's fun to make the match, but it's like, arguably they're aprons. It doesn't it doesn't matter that much. Let's put the home foam right here. That's where my grandparents' home foam was. I'm okay with that. This is kind of what I mean. Putting this, obviously it's not edible, but just putting it on that table will make it look like it's kind of something that's like snacked on in the morning, maybe. I feel like the kitchen's obviously the heart of the home in many homes, and this is this family is no stranger to that. Not that I'm necessarily going base game, but I'm more inclined with this one just because I know the objects from base game that fit the style a lot better than others. So I'm just gonna grab a few things to kind of like throw out there really quick, and then we're gonna come back and organize them. Okay, now that I've grabbed a few things, I'm gonna have to replace them, but always remember to put a trash can in your kitchen, which I honestly did completely forget about, so I think I will just go with the regular base game one. I'm gonna put it there. And then they also do have a cat. If we put this here, we're gonna put a litter box outside. I know that's like kind of messed up. Actually, probably very sorry. Back into the kitchen, I just grabbed a few things. Obviously we placed these together, but then I grabbed this fan that I wish I could like place it in a corner. I do want to think they have central air, but the kitchen is going to get hot probably the quickest. And then I grabbed these bosses from Lovestruck, and I think if we put them there with those will blend perfectly together. I could be wrong with this, but I believe it's Griffey who always goes in with this cutting board, in which I think is genius because it does take up counter space without actually taking up counter space and cluttering the home. So I think I'm gonna put them behind the sink and do one size down right next to it. Good, to recolor this to be more of a brassy color. And then I grabbed this rug mainly just because like kitchens get dirty, especially when you're doing dishes. So I thought just like putting it there, and it came with Lovestruck, so it's a really good middle ground of blending this kitchen in with that. And it's rare of me, but I'm ignoring the handling on the cabinets and the other accents of the house because like that's gold, that's silver. It's hard for me. It's really hard for me to ignore that type of stuff, but someone has to do it. Today that's me. Put it kind of like this. No. Perfect. I want it to be more centered. I'm gonna pull her away and kind of drop back. And then with the sink, I think this will just automatically place, but how about these? Oh, love, it's not fighting me. What if we actually put the soap dispenser next to that there, and then these flowers right here, and then we technically, due to like slot placement, oh, I forgot about this. That's mainly furnished. Spaces to take up. So if we put that there and maybe move the bowl over. I'm sorry, I'm never satisfied unless something feels literally full and that you don't know whether or not the Sims are going to be able to get through. Cute, dainty little curtains. I don't want to use the Parenthood ones. I guess we can try it. No harm in trying. Can't tell if the green looks like too much green against the green black backsplash, but I'm just gonna go with it. Let's see if it comes in more of a brass than a gold. I feel like that looks really intimidating, but like maybe it's not. Throw a candle in. Okay, so the bathroom clutter kit is actually going to be an essential for me because of this one specific candle. I'm going to playtest this really quickly. Wasn't that so quick and easy for everyone? How generous of me. That, what you just watched should have been 3 hours. I know. What about that should have taken 3 hours? The next part will be up as soon as I finish editing it. I haven't even finished editing this one, so hopefully in a few days time, and then I will not be taking any more week-long breaks. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here and subscribing. There's been a recent influx of subscribers, and I appreciate you all. If you aren't already subscribed, please do. Welcome to my kingdom, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next part and the next video. Okay. Bye!